Did you guys see the news today about how the FBI said that there was no client list on the Epstein files? Like, they said that there wasn't even any evidence of him blackmailing anybody. And there was no evidence that anybody came into his cell and offed him. That he did that all by himself. And then you remember how a month ago, to this exact date, June 7th, right here, it is now July 7th, Musk was talking about how Trump was on the files. And then right after he did this, he revealed he went back and he deleted this off of his X account. Isn't that a little bit strange? Like, there was all this whole, for the last like 6 years since 2019 when this whole thing was going down. And now all of a sudden everything's like redacted, everything's taken back. Like, and Ghislaine Maxwell's in jail, right? Ghislaine Maxwell's in jail for no reason, apparently. For no reason. Watch this.
Yeah, that's what we heard. He was watching it. He was rubbing his hands with glee. What's going on, guys?
By President Trump, I'm reviewing that.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
Here's Elon. What's the time? Oh, look, no one's been arrested. O'clock again. There's Elon's response to that. And let's have a look at Elon back in 24 saying if Trump wins, you're going to get the Epstein list. What I want to know is how do you reconcile if you are like Trump forever?
And that was one of the appeals to getting Trump elected, was that the whole files were going to be released and we were going to see the client list. And then all of a sudden Elon was saying that Trump was on that list. Yet he was the one talking about getting him elected. Like, what game, what kind of sick game is this? Everyone claims to say that Elon knows so much, like he's such an intelligent guy. He was literally in the government. And this guy apparently knows nothing, and he's just like on his platform, on the world stage, just saying whatever.
Respect and love your country. How do you reconcile the version of MAGA populism you were offered prior to election with what you are currently experiencing?
You know, I think part of why Kamala is getting so much support is that if Trump wins, that Epstein client list is going to become public.
Yes.
And some of those billionaires behind Kamala are terrified of that outcome.
Okay. So let's have a look at this, Pam Bondi.
James Comer said yesterday that all the Epstein files are missing. Can you confirm that? We still haven't heard from you.
No, the FBI, they're reviewing, there are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn. And there are hundreds of victims. And no one victim will ever get released. It's just the volume, and that's what they're going through right now. The FBI is diligently going through that. I haven't seen that statement, but I'll call him later and find out.
This Ghislaine Maxwell post is somewhat telling. DOJ and FBI have concluded there is no evidence that Jeffrey Epstein blackmailed powerful figures, kept a client list, was murdered per memo. Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison for trafficking underage girls to no one. That is interesting. Yes, what's Ghislaine Maxwell in jail for if no one got trafficked, if there's no one on that list, if there's no one in the corridors of political power in DC or Westminster thinking and saying, oh my God, keep that thing quiet. Here's PBD, shocking. The DOJ and FBI have officially determined there's no proof Epstein was murdered. They didn't maintain a list of clients, nor did he blackmail high-profile individuals. This is a terrible look on the FBI and DOJ. No one believes this. Not his haters, not his supporters, not his diehard supporters, not even Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's see what Tim Paul, Rumble content creator, says. Based on the latest development from the DOJ, the Epstein client list is now complete. 1, Prince Andrew. That's it. So what I'm starting to sense is that as you get near real power, the risks increase. That's what I believe. A lot of people believe that Diddy may have been able to cut some kind of deal to just keep his mouth shut and not say who was at those parties that may have been embarrassed. You guys look at the same media we look at. You see the kind of things that are said on X. You know the kind of people that are likely on the Epstein list. And Michael Tracy says the Epstein files functioned as a convenient proxy to rev up certain overly online, impressionable, hazily conspiratorial demographic into voting Republican and thinking they were defeating the dark, powerful forces of hidden establishment depravity by doing so. Clever. Are those forces still at work? Let me know what you think in the...
What do you guys think?